First of all, you have to understand that the existing agreement was written over 40 years ago, but it totally ignores many of the issues that we face today. It's outdated or just not applicable.
We need the skills that are being developed here at Minuteman. We need them in our economy, we need them in our communities, and we need to take it to even greater scale. So I'm delighted to be here. I'm proud of the work that's being done here by the adults and the young people and the students.
The principal attributes of the new agreement is that it requires less than unanimous action to accomplish various things. It provides an exit path for communities that don't want to stay in the agreement, and it provides for more equitable procedures and allocation of capital costs.
The new capital cost formula is based upon 3 factors: enrollment, equal share, and the ability to pay. Currently, the regional agreement is based only on enrollment. This new revised capital apportionment formula will give a fair and equitable sharing of the costs in light of capital projects.
The capital cost formula includes 3 components: a 1% allocation to each member town, a 50% of the capital cost is allocated based on the 4-year average enrollment, and the balance is on a state metric that includes the wealth and local growth factors of each town. It recognizes that each town, no matter how small the town, should make a contribution, but it also spreads the capital cost across based on wealth and size.
The benefit for small towns is, again, I think, cost certainty. I believe that we do have a reasonable formula for apportioning capital costs.
The first approach would have each of the member towns to call a town meeting. And if any one of the 16 member towns disapprove the incurring of debt, then the debt is blocked.
What Minuteman has never done, and this agreement says we would be able to do, is if the town meeting process rejects the debt, we can go to a district-wide election, as allowed currently under state law, where the aggregate vote controls the outcome.
It was in the mindset of all the folks that worked very hard on this new agreement that we incentivize or at least remove barriers to cities and towns that were seeking membership, full membership in the district. It also gives the school committee the opportunity to negotiate a transitional entry into the district for new communities over a period of 4 years.
The agreement establishes a path by way of which a community could enter the district and a path by which they could leave.
The way communities can withdraw under this new agreement is significantly different than the current agreement. In the current agreement, it requires unanimity on all the remaining communities, and under the new agreement, it requires a simple majority to withdraw.
There's a large number of communities that have been sending a large number of kids to Minuteman on a non-member basis, and it's the hope of the regional school committee that those outside communities may be induced to want to become members, and it's important to them that if they become a member, that they're not trapped forever.
With the combination of the new admission and withdrawal policies, ideally we end up with a district that is composed of towns that really want to be there.
Weighted voting works in the following way. It gives more weight to the towns that pay more of the bill. So in that sense, it's more equitable for those that are carrying the largest cost. However, the voting still includes voting by individual towns. You know, in practical matters, it's not going to make a big difference because most of our votes are not close.
I think the most exciting thing about this agreement, other than the fact that it's been passed and it's now in front of you at the town, is the fact that it allows towns to enter and to leave in a sensible, fiscally responsible manner that holds kids and families harmless.
This agreement will help the students because it provides us with a pathway to be able to get to a new facility for them. Whether it's a new school or a renovated school, at the end of the day, we can get them to a place that's better than what they've got now, and they deserve better.
The revised agreement can help the students in two ways. First, it can facilitate the expansion of the community to new towns that can provide more revenues for the school district and improve the programs. And secondly, it provides a more flexible path to incurring debt.
Vocational education has changed, and technology and engineering and scientific advancements require the providing of many programs that were not even envisioned in the past.
The communities in the district should support this agreement because it is demonstrably better than the 40-year-old agreement that was created in a different time and for different purposes. It has more flexible and helpful voting procedures for both larger towns and smaller towns. And finally, for communities under different circumstances, it offers the possibility of an exit path should they no longer want to be a member of the community.